chat room before we get to start our training today. Ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be very fire. It's going to be very hot. So if you are ready, go in the chat room and type ready before I share my screen. Go in the chat room and type ready. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, everyone. I see so many people are very ready for today's training. So you have encouraged me, you have given me courage to share my screen. Let me share my screen right now. Let me share my screen. Please don't forget to remind those who are not in. Let me share my screen. So ladies and gentlemen, please let me know if my screen is clear. Hello, Madam Elizabeth, is my screen clear?
Yes, it is clear.
All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much. How about, is it still clear? Oh. There's something that is, yeah. So ladies and gentlemen, the topic we're going to be handling today, it is not something new, but today we're going to handle it in a very different way. As we preach about inviting, as we preach about presenting, I understand that we've been attending these trainings and they have been very important into our business. Ladies and gentlemen, you have mastered inviting. Now, today's topic, we're going to talk about handling objections. I want you to know that we face these objections maybe when inviting, and also maybe when you have presented. Now the reaction from your prospects, you have presented the business, you are done presenting, and these objections comes on those two occasions. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're going to do this in a very, very special way. But before we go deep into the word, let me talk few tips about objections. Let us first understand what is an objection. How do you understand by the term objection? Generally, objections means an expression or feeling of disapproval or opposition, a reason for disagreeing. That's the meaning of objection. Means somebody is not agreeing with the idea, or is opposing the idea that is exposed to him or her. So this is generally the meaning of objection. But now, what does it mean by the term objection in the MLM industry, network marketing? What does this word mean in MLM industry, in network marketing industry? This word means feelings or reasons to why your prospect think it's hard or impossible to join a business. This is what it means in network marketing. So if you have presented your product prospects, you've presented the business, and now they're giving objections, just know they are giving their feelings or their reasons to why they think it is impossible or it's hard to join a business. So ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, now we have understood the what? The meaning of what? Of rejections, generally, and also in network marketing. Okay, so if you're presenting, if you're really doing the business, if you're presenting every day, you face objections, a lot of objections. Just know that's what the person is trying to mean. He's having some feelings or some reasons why he think he cannot join a business. So why do people give objections? Why do people give objections? There are only two conditions on which people give objections. Condition number one, they are not interested. Some people will give objections just to give a signal that they're not interested. Remember, not everyone you present to are going to be interested. This is the fact. Not everyone you're going to present to are going to be interested. So bear in mind that some people, they will give so many objections just to ignore your presentation, your business, just to show that they are not interested. But I want also you to know this. It is hard. It's not easy to detect. Okay, so you have to detect and take a right action. Okay, if somebody is giving objection, make sure you are detecting. How do you detect this? It is by handling the objections. Handle the objection. At the end, you know if the person was not interested in the business, in your business, to join your business. So don't just judge, handle their objections. If you don't handle their objections, you may judge wrongly, because it's the other people. That's how they're born. They don't seem to be serious when maybe speaking about something. They don't seem to be serious. So you may miss out on those people. Maybe they were interested, but because you just judged them and you left them behind, you didn't handle their objections. You lose those prospects. But the best way to detect if somebody is interested or not, handle their objection. Ladies and gentlemen, number two condition where people give objection is when they are interested, only there's a but. They're having a but in their mind. Oh, I've seen this is a wonderful opportunity. I've seen the wonderful business, but I'm very interested about the business, but. So in this occasion, it means the person is very interested, but they have this but. Maybe they need to be clear on something. Maybe they need to be clear on something. Maybe they have fear and doubt. Maybe they have a serious problem you have to solve. Maybe they didn't understand very well your presentation. Maybe you didn't present it well. So maybe they need some more information. They're interested, they have a but that you need to be clear out. So you're also going to know this by handling their objection, ladies and gentlemen. So these are two conditions people give their objection to you. So as I said, if you're following, go in the chat room and type following before we go to the next tip. Please, if you are following, go in the chat room and type following. If you're enjoying, go in the chat room and type following. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, we are going to handle this topic in a special and different way. I want us first of all, let me talk much about why people respond or give those objections, or actually the probability of you getting them started. So it will depend how you handle the objections, how you respond. So your ability to respond to handle the objections, it affects how you're going to get them started. So I also want to clear about this, ladies and gentlemen. I always say that objection is not a rejection. So once you know that, you handle objections successfully. Just know in your mind that objections are not rejection. And when handling those objections, never get on the defense and always validate your prospects' concerns and questions. Always respect their concerns, their ideas. Don't act like you are defending yourself. No. So we're going to go into it. We're going to see examples on how we can handle objections. So I myself, I like to answer questions and handle objections by sharing stories of people where they can relate to whenever possible. And I also like to use the field found method, so they know that I'm on their shoes. So it's time, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to deep into this topic. So ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be interacting. Before I share so many examples of objection, I would like to hear from everyone. If you have ever met any objections, I would like to hear from you, and you tell us which objection you ever met, and I'll be able to help on how to handle that objection. I'm talking to everyone. If you have ever met any objection, please, you can mute yourself and talk about it, so that we also handle that objection you made. Remember, when you're making your objection, you're helping even other people that ever made the same objection. Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, Apply.
Yes.
Yeah, we have objections like I don't have money. I am too busy.
Mama Stella, I want you to bring one objection and we handle it, then we go to the next. So the first will be, you have said I don't have money, right?
Yes.
All right. So others, let us wait. We handle this first objection. I don't have money. So if you have ever made this objection, and if you are in agreement with Mama Stella, you can type 1 in the chat room. Type 1 if you have ever also made the same objection. Go in the chat room and type 1. If you have also made the same objection, go in the chat room and type 1. I don't have money. The objection is, I don't have money. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to present the business to so many people in this world, and you're going to meet a lot of different situations on the people you're going to present. You're going to meet people who have money, people who don't have money. Okay. And what I know, if you're presenting a business, this is also one of the common objections you're going to meet. I don't have money. And as I said already, this person who is giving this objection that I don't have money is not trying to reject your opportunity, but is giving a reason to why you think it is impossible or hard to join a business. So you have to handle very well the word objection to get your prospect join your business. So I'm going to share with you how I handle that particular objection. I don't have money. I don't have money to get started. So if somebody has just said, I don't have money to get started, remember, in your mind, you should remember that, you should remember the mission of the company. The mission of the company, it is to turn ordinary people. That's the second mission of the company, turning ordinary people into extraordinary millionaires. Okay? Which means the company is not looking for people who have money already. No. The company is not looking for rich people only. No. It is looking for ordinary people and turning them into extraordinary millionaires. So you should also tell prospects that they should also remember that. Your prospects should also remember that the company is looking for ordinary people. So appreciate what I've said. So you have to know that you have a lot of examples in the business that they saw the business when they didn't have money. So share the stories of other people that didn't have money. So what I do is, first of all, I ask them like a few questions. Question number one, you mean that you don't have, you mean that the money you have, it is not enough to what? It is not enough for one global package. If they say yes, they don't have what? They don't have money. So this is where I tell them, if you don't have money, this is the main reason you need what? You need this opportunity. Okay? That's why you need to join the business. What if I can teach you a simple way to make the money back without bonuses during your first month? Okay? So you are trying to help the person to understand that the company, it is not looking for only people who have money. So if the prospect is going to understand that, now, if you know somebody who saw the business and they didn't have money during that time, please share the story to your prospect. Share how the person did how the person got started. So, ladies and gentlemen, please also let them know that first of all, they have to make a decision. Okay? If they're going to make a decision to get started, if they're going to say, no, I'm going to join the business no matter what, please let them know that there's this principle which says, when you tell yourself that, when you demand yourself that I'm going to do it, even if you have nothing to do it, you're going to do it. But if you demand yourself that I cannot do it, even if you have all it takes, you're not going to do it. That's the principle of life, and it works either positive or negative. So let them not demand themselves in a negative way. Let them believe they're going to do it. And lastly, share them experience, how you did it, how you sourced your capital. Share them some few tips on how they can source the money. And also help them understand that they can start attending our trainings. That's why they're going to get experience on how they can source the money and get started. They can start attending our trainings as they are sourcing the income. But as they know, it is possible for them to get started. So share the tips, share some tips how others did it. Okay, we know many of us, we didn't have money when we were just starting. So you share how you source the money. So for myself, I had to do whatever it takes, had to work so hard, had to do so many pieceworks, had to borrow until I got the money. So sharing your experience will help the person get started. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe with these tips, you will never struggle with those people saying they don't have money. Just know the company is looking for people who don't have money, so that they should be making money. Thank you so much. If there is a following question on the same objection, let me handle it before we go to the next person. Please unmute yourself. Unmute yourself and give your objection. Ladies and gentlemen, let's interact.
Hello. Hello,
yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, Munira here. The other objection, it's whereby maybe people have attended the presentation, then after the presentation, like maybe the day of the launch, they will say that these things, it's somehow to do as maybe too good to believe, or they start maybe associating it with maybe Satanism. So it's like they said, no, this money is just too much for this kind of work. It's like, it's the money. So they come up again with the objection. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you so much for that, for bringing out that objection. It is also one of the common objection that we meet. We always meet such objection. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have been attending or inviting or presenting to people, you will always meet such kind of objections. It is too good to believe. It is too good to believe. In a simple term, they're trying to mean that it's not real. It is not real. It cannot happen. And sometimes they tell you that it is a scam. Okay? It's a scam. It's a pyramid. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the best way you can handle this objection. If somebody says it's too good to believe, okay? It's a scam, it's a pyramid, it's a Satanism, okay? It simply means your prospect need more information, okay? They need more proof for them to believe. So if you are getting this a lot, be sure to connect with one of your leaders, okay? And I'm talking to people that you have just started, okay? You don't have much of the proofs. So make sure you have well connection with your leaders, your uplines, that if there will be need of the proof, they can be able to deliver the proof. The proof. But for the when you are conversating with your prospect, you can also handle this objection by asking them some good questions. Okay, if somebody has said, "Oh, it's too good to believe," it is a pyramid, or it is Satanism, or it is a scam, you can handle this objection by asking them good question, like, why? Why do you think it's a scam? It's too good to believe. Remember, when you're asking, they're going to bring the ideas. So you can also ask the question like, it is what you're looking for? Is it what you're looking for? You're looking for a scam, you're looking for a Satanism, right? So they will be bringing the good ideas that will help you to handle their objection. So ask so many questions. What do you mean by pyramid? What do you mean by scam? What do you mean by what? And those things, pyramid are illegal. Help them understand how true the business is. So by the simple things you can have at hand, the simple proofs you can have at hand, it is the amazing product that we have in the business. You hope that when you make a payment, you get back the product worth your money, and let the person understand and maybe ask the question. Give examples. If you buy something at the shop, okay? So give the question that can relate to the example you're giving. So as I said already, that if the person is giving this objection, it means the person is looking for more information. So you can lastly give this question to him. What other question do you have to prove the business is real? What do you want to know to prove if the business is real? So if you have given him or her a lot of questions, you have handled the questions, now show him some other proofs. Can be the bank statement, can be the DDC, anything that can make the person believe what you're saying is true. Remember, the person is not trying to reject your business, okay? But there's something that is not understanding, okay? And also, you can, if you have time, you can go back to the genealogy, the compensation plan, because most people think it is too good to believe, because they think all the figures you show in the presentation, you make them the same day you join. So go back into the compensation plan and explain very well so that they understand that they build it to give you those figures. So from there, have the proofs, the tangible proofs, the bank statement, the DDC. Okay, if you have joined and you have made money, you have introduced two, 3 people, open your DDC and show your prospect, so that they should believe the business is real. Yeah, thank you so much, Honorable. If there's a follow-up question on the same on the same objection, please bring it out before we go to the next objection. Again, if you are following, go in the chat room and type it too. I'm seeing that people are out of the training. If you are following, go in the chat room and type 2. If you are able to hear me, go in the chat room and type 2. Okay, let's go to the next objection. If you have ever met an objection, please bring it out. It will help a lot of people to handle their objections. If we cannot bring out objections, it means we are not doing the business. We are not presenting. Because if you are presenting, you meet a lot of different objections, and we need to hear them, and we have to handle them so that you have a set your prospects.
Hello, Upline.
Yes, the floor is yours.
Thank you. There are some kind of objections that we face where someone doesn't come out like clearly, but you can read in between the lines that what this person is trying to communicate is that he or she doesn't have time to do the business because of the other commitments that they have. Yes.
Wow. Thank you so much. That is also a very brilliant objection. If you're enjoying the training, go in the chat room and type I'm enjoying. So the objection is I don't have time. Somebody, maybe him or her has told you that I don't have time. Maybe he didn't speak, but you have just seen by action that this person, he seemed to have no time for my business. So what do you do? Ladies and gentlemen, what you do? Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, if you meet this kind of objection whereby somebody is saying, I'm busy, I'm so busy, I don't have enough time to do this business. Maybe you have just seen it by action, maybe they have spoken it, but if you've detected this, right away, start handling that objection, because you may win that person or lose that person, depending on the way you handle your objection. So first of all, remember the formula I gave you: feel, felt, and found. Feel, felt, and found. So first of all, let them know that you're in their shoes. You were in their shoes. I understand how you feel. I felt the same way when I got started. I was teaching in a secondary school full time and working this business very part time. But that's not uncommon. We have found that most people work this business on very part-time hour. Working into your everyday life on your own time in just about 10 to 15 hours per week. you can make extra money. So you can tell stories of people who are doing the business part-time. Okay, we have so many examples of the people who are doing the business part-time, but they're making money. So in the first place, you're making your prospect understand that even busy people, they're able to do the what it is. They can do the business even part-time. Make them understand that they don't need to put all their time into the business for them to make money. Let them understand that the business cannot cannot affect their current doings. So if you make them understand that point, that's when you come up, you follow up with a story. Remember, fact tells, but the story sells. So find a story that you can relate with your prospect. Tell the story of somebody who's doing the business part-time and they are making money. So, and also ask them this question: if I can show you a way to do this in the course of what you already do, would you like to hear more? Okay, if they say yes, show them how they can do business on part-time basis. So if you meet this kind of objection, that's how you handle it. Let me repeat. Let them understand that they can do the business even in part-time basis. So in the given example, 10 to 15 hours. So if they can put in 10 to 15 hours per week, let's say 15 hours. If you divide by week, which means the person is just putting only 2 hours into the business. Those are 14 hours. If just putting 1 hour every day per week, those are 7 hours. So it is possible for this person to make money even if he's doing the business part-time. So this is the part you have to emphasize most, because you have known the problem of your prospect, that they don't have enough time to do your business. So that's how you can handle it. Thank you so much for the question. I hope you have understood, Dr. Chuk and everyone. If there's a follow-up question concerning the same objection, let us raise it before we go to the next objection. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are out of time. One more objection before we go into other objections, then we wind up the training. I'm seeing Lenga Zulu. You're welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we don't have other objections. Let me go state what I prepared for you. Some few objections that I prepared for you, so that we wind up the training in the best way. Okay, here comes another objection. When you have presented and somebody saying, how much do you make? This is also very common. Those people, they want to know. Some people want to know how much do you make? And it's a very tricky objection. So you can just say, it's a good question. So money is important to you. How much would you like to earn per month? And wait for the answers. So if you want to talk about yourself, be real. Don't brag. Don't lie to your prospects. Be real on the money you have made or the money you are making. Answer in real numbers. If you're just starting, or say, I'm just starting and I'm making this amount, I aim to make maybe $100 as my upline is making. You see, as simple like that, you have handled that objection. I'm just starting and I'm making this much, but I'm aiming to make this much as my upline is making. As simple as that. If you didn't have something to answer, I'm sure this objection would make you lose the prospect. So that's how you can handle that objection. Another objection can be, what is it all about? What's all about? You must face this when you're inviting. What's all about? So you can just answer, it's a project with a Filipino-based company that is expanding in its operation in Africa. And we're looking for a few people to work with, either part-time or full-time. Most people that received my invitation and asked me this question, this is how I answer. I just use this script to answer, and it works for me. So you can also use the same script on how to answer this objection. On the same one, if somebody feels this information is not enough, just know they want to push you to present. They want to force you to present, which is not good. Don't present. This information is enough. If they keep asking, tell them all the details will be shared in the presentation tomorrow. That's all you can share. Don't present, you lose the prospect. Here comes another objection. I'm not a salesperson. People don't like selling. Most people don't like selling. So you meet a lot of people saying, I don't know how to sell. How am I going to sell the products? What? So this is how I'm going to answer. I'm not looking for salespeople. I'm not a salesperson either. I'm in business. I'm in business. I'm the business of sharing our incredible products and the possibility of becoming a turnkey entrepreneur with a global brand. Remember, you're dealing with an international company. So somebody who has a vision, they're going to understand and they're going to get convinced with what you're saying. So this is how we're going to handle that objection. I'm looking for passionate people that when they love something, they will share. We're looking for people who enjoy us. I can see you have your doubts, but I want to assure you, if you decide to join us, I'll be training you. Simple as that. You have made somebody to change their mind, to like the business, because you have handled their objection, their fears and their doubts. You have told them you're going to train them, and you have told them you're in a business of sharing. So you have not used this selling, because remember, if they join and they get their products, they will not be sharing the product for free. they'll be making money out of the product. They'll be selling, in short. But if you told them it's not the business of selling, you've told them you're in the business of sharing. So as simple as that, you can handle the objection of I'm not a salesperson. I don't know anybody. I'm new in the city. I know no one. I don't connect with people. So you're also going to meet this kind of objection, and the only way to handle it it is also by sharing a story. Like when I started my business, I had just moved, just gotten married. I was a shy person. I was a teacher, a shy teacher in my 20s, and I truly didn't know many people. Okay. But the truth, our profession and the proven system, I was able to expand my network and not only meet new people, customers and consultants, but also new friends. By the age of 29, I was our company's first figure monthly earner and began earning multiple 6 figures. Ladies and gentlemen, to say the fact, when you just joined, you seem to have fear where you're going to get the 2 people. You think it is possible to get your 2 people because maybe you don't have connection, what? But the truth is, most of the time you found out that on the way you meet strangers. If you go through the trainings, you see how huge your market is. So by sharing that story, you are able to handle the objection. I would also say what I love about this business is that it's not necessarily who you know, but people you will meet and be referred to. But this business is a good way to get to know people as well, who will teach you tools to help you reach out. In this way, you have given somebody courage to start because they know you're going to teach them. Another objection, people can say, I have to think about it. With this objection, ladies and gentlemen, you have to handle it with a lot of questions, a lot of good questions. Number 1, what do you need to know if this is right for you? And wait for the answer. You can also ask, what question do you still have? Maybe they want to think about it because they have other questions that you didn't handle. And tell them the best way for you to know if this is for you is to try it. If I could show you how you can drive it with no risk, would you like to do that? So by asking those questions, you can handle that objection. Another objection comes, only people at the top make more money. I know some of us, we felt the same way when we first started the business. We thought that, no. If I join, my upline will make money. That's what we think. If I join, my friend will make money. That's what we think, because we don't know. So when you meet this kind of objection, please help your prospect understand that even somebody who can join today can make more money than somebody who joined some more years back. So if I could show you, ask them, if I could show you how everyone has an equal chance to build their organization and able to be at the top, would you like to hear a little bit more? Network marketing pays you what you are worth, often more than your upline. Now I'll give you examples. We have so many examples. Let me give you an example. M Global, it was first introduced in Nigeria. And people in Nigeria joined. And then it penetrated Uganda. But now, top 1 Africa, top 1 ENA Africa, he's in Uganda. Top 2 in Uganda. Top 3 up to top 5 Uganda. which means people in Uganda, their uplands are from Nigeria. But the Elias Muhozi is a top earner. He's making money more than many of his uplands. So it is possible. There are so many examples you can give. So it's possible a downland to make more money than the upland. So show them how is that possible. You can draw the circles. Maybe you show this is you. This is your downline, and you show them if they are in your left hand side, and they are building their left and right strongly than the upline is building, they will make more matches than the upline, because the upline will have more people on one leg and is not matching. So explain very well how they can make more money than the upline. That's how you can handle this objection. And another objection says there's too much competition out there. People feel like, hey, there are a lot of network marketing companies. What? Hey, who's going to buy my products? There is a lot of network marketing companies. Who's going to join me? People are going to join other network marketing companies. So help them understand that the competition is also the opportunity, and show them how unique your company is. Help them understand that your company is the best. Would you like to hear a little more about my company? I like competition. It motivates me. What about you? There are 4 billion potential prospects in the world, and 95% of them want something. The market isn't saturated. Make them understand that the market is too huge. So make them understand that the market is very big. Imagine the population of the world, of the whole world. People think the market is saturated because they look at their family members, their village, their community, their district, their country. So they forget that they can expand this business wherever they want. Ladies and gentlemen, for today, that is the last objection we have handled for today. I believe we have enjoyed today's training, and my concern, ladies and gentlemen, it is us learning and not using what we have learned. So I will request everyone to go through it again and again and master it and utilize what we have learned. I've used all this script and they work for me. I believe it works for everyone who's going to decide to use the training that we get from this platform. So for today, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being there. Thank you so much for listening. May God bless everyone and have a blessed night.